Take that. Take that. Boom. Come here, Hawkeye. Come. Gotcha. On YouTube, if you see my face on your timeline, you already know what's up. You're going to see the best controller settings for a Marvel Rivals hero, and today we are doing Venom. We're doing another tank, and I can't lie to you, Venom has kind of taken over my playtime. He has become the third most used hero, and I've been using a lot of heroes over this time, but I am now using him in ranked. I don't know if he's officially my main, but I'm playing tank more than DPS now, which is probably better for the player pool in general. But we've got Thick Boy here, Venom, for the video today, and I can't tell you how much I'm enjoying his kit and his play style. It's kind of a mix between tank and DPS. You're just kind of causing problems when you're with him and using him. So let me get into his settings and explain why I'm using him. But before I explain why, let me explain what everything does. I've got someone in my comments every single video telling me when they see this, oh, 500 max sensitivity. Let me guess, max sensitivity. It is not max sensitivity. You are not putting your sensitivity in max and then just playing. I'm not making the video and telling you go, oh, hey, play max sensitivity. That's the best settings way to go. No, this isn't max sensitivity. Wait a little bit and let me explain. Dual zone S curve, the most important setting in my opinion on controller if you're going to be competitive. What this does is this first line right here, it correlates right here on this graph is this green dot. The farther you push this out is the farther you go push this input. Imagine there's a line right here. It starts right here. You push this out this way, and that line starts going this way. And wherever this line is on that graph is how fast your stick is going to move. So you will not experience the 500 sensitivity until you hit up here. This 500 just means that the top of the graph means 500. You lower the max sensitivity on top up here, that means that this max sensitivity up here is going to be slower. So it limits the speed you could reach when you max input your stick. So you obviously want to get the most out of that max input if you have to travel all the way to the right side of your stick to achieve it. So you want to keep it on max. But for the majority of your stick, this entire slope right here, especially for Venom, which is like from here to here, is going to be low sensitivity, right? Because we want to be accurate on controller. It's harder to aim. So that's what that does. That's what it means. If you are intimidated by the 500 at the top of your screen right there, do not be. That is what it does. Now, 70 here. I have this a little bit farther than normal. I also have the purple on the outside, the dead zone, to make you reach the max input a little bit sooner, and that's what that's for. I have it pushed out. I need more of my stick to work with Venom. When you are fighting someone, especially up close, like you are a lot of times with him, you are jumping and aiming down to try and get headshots. I do not need a flicky sense with him, especially if I'm here and I'm comboing with a melee. I need to be accurate with this. The only move that is different, I was just gonna say lower the base sensitivity with Venom, because you're flying around right with the web, and you can kind of get away with low sensitivity diving in and getting started. But the one thing that I do with Venom that made me want to keep the high sensitivity dual sense S curve is this move, right? I grab and I go straight back down into kind of a combo with this grab ability. So I go right up here, dive, and then I grab them with that ability. It's my left trigger, but it's the first ability you see on the bottom right. It is, I can't show it, but it's here. Let me show you in his settings here. It is my cellular corrosion, the thing that brings people in close to you and binds them. So what I do is after I do this, just let it run out, is I grab the wall, turn around, splash, bind them to me, and then I finish them off like that. So that's a little combo I do with him. I don't know if anyone does that too. I'm sure someone does. There's a whole lot of players much better than me. But I'll grab the wall and I come back and I dive and I bind them to me. And that starts the fight with them at either 2/3 health or half health. But doing that makes me want to get that flicky sense, right? Not super flicky. It's not crazy. Obviously, that doesn't look crazy fast. It's not like a keyboard slam, but it really lets me, like, I can do that in the middle of a gunfight. Like, I'm fighting someone, and then I can hit that, slam right back down, and then grab them. So that's a really, really, really useful combo that I use with Venom in particular. But I don't use the fast sense for almost anything other than that. If I'm surrounded, I'm usually doing just a splash damage, so I'm not flicking from target to target. So I reserve the least amount of stick space here than any other hero. Let me get away from these lasers. That is why this is so different here. Another smooth slope. We don't need to get to max sense super, super fast. If I'm pushing it out that far, I want to be pushed out that far. Like, I want to be going 500 once I am out that far enough. Again, like, I'm hitting the wall and then I'm coming right back down and hitting that ability. So it's really quick, and then I want to be doing that same movement there where I'm jumping and looking for headshots with a really slow sense. Now, if you look at what I'm doing right now, obviously, here's the proof you need. It doesn't feel like 500. I can't make these fine adjustment aims right here that I'm doing. This slow aiming with 500 cents. So you're not using 500 cents unless you push your stick all the way out and getting the advantages of that 500 cents right there. So that is that combo. I am not a combo master with any of these heroes by any means. All I'm trying to do is give you max control of your character here. I'm trying to learn all of them as I go through all the heroes, making my way through ranked. I'm learning things here and there as I see them and as I develop them, but that is something that I'm really enjoying with him. So for this video, I can actually give you a little tip with him using this little stunt, especially in groups of people. And you know how solo queue is. Sometimes you got to carry if you're getting a bad team. But other than that, these are the settings. This, obviously, I'm going to go through a quick run through. If you have questions about what these settings do, the video that I posted right before this one goes in depth and explains all of them. I also give you a general settings that works for every single hero to start off with, and then I tell you how to adjust them yourself. So if you're interested in that, head to my channel. It's me in an Iron Man suit as the thumbnail. Head over there. I go into depth. I'm going to do a quick overview right here, but if you have any questions, refer to that video or ask me in the comments. Custom minimum range. This is how far you want your stick to be reserved for low sensitivity. Custom maximum range right here. This is the smoothness of how it's going to ramp up to that 500 cents. So the higher you take this, the smoother it's going to be. The lower you take this, the more of a jolting change it's going to be. Minimum curve statics. Statics, weird. I wonder why they named it that. The higher you make this is your actual sensitivity, right? You want to change. You're like, hey, I want to play on a higher sense. You don't go up here. You go to this bar right here. The higher this is, the faster your sense is going to be. The lower this is, the lower your sense is going to be, right? Custom maximum dual zone curve. This is just like this one. I have them staggered out to make more of a straight line, but the farther up this is going to be, the more of a jolting motion and ramp up time it's going to end up feeling like. The lower it's going to be, the smoother it is. It basically extends that low sensitivity the lower it goes, but by keeping the ramp up time, it makes it very, very smooth, but it makes it a lot slower the lower it is. So you want to speed it up, make it a little bit higher. Maximum input dead zone. Another thing that I've changed with Venom here, it's a very slow purple area right here. All this does, it makes it a shorter distance than like if you want to hit the plastic on the outside of your right ring, like your maximum input, you're pushing it all the way, the stick is hitting the plastic of the controller. That's when you would get the max input. You make this purple farther up, it makes it so you don't have to actually hit that plastic. You hit the max input closer to inside of that plastic, so you don't have to go all the way to go all the way, if that makes sense. Again, questions, refer to that last video. Here are my aim assist settings here. A lot of people are asking for those. I haven't really tweaked with those. I just kind of keep them how they are. Aim assist is aim assist regardless. I try to not rely on it as much as possible. Here are my reticle settings. I've got this green dot, very clean, easy to aim with. These are all my settings I use for that. Hawkeye is the only person that uses a different reticle. So if you want to see his refer to his video. I've got a video on him. Hold the wall crawl. Definitely want that on for me. I hold it, go, and then I can just release to jump off and hit that dive. Hold to run on walls. I toggle it. Then I can just hit run and then keep that hold to wall crawl here. And then I just start running. It's like this. So I'm holding, and then I just tap, right? So then I can start running. Small wall, hard to. But now I'm running. I don't have to hold down the right trigger. Then I can swap to crawl, swap to run, swap to crawl, and it's just a tap. So makes it a whole lot easier, and it is just the best option for me, in my opinion. So that's why I have that set to that. I think that's an important setting. Other than that, easy swing, turn this off if you're good at the game at all. If you want to control them in the air, if Spider-Man and Venom and web swingers in general, if they feel clunky and weird and hard to use and you don't like it, it's because this is on. Turn it off, and then hold the swing. I turn on, then you can just, I'm holding, and then I can just release and then be done with it. That also lets me just do this lunge where I can hit the floor and release, just like a quick little dash. Say they're over here. I don't want to default sprint to this health, right? I'm low health. I need to get out of here. I can do this and then go straight up to it, right? And I just tapped the right bumper by doing that. That enables you to do things like that. It's very helpful with someone like Venom in particular. I go over this in every video with bindings. Bindings are your own. Find a comfortable binding set for you. But the biggest thing you need to do is find a bind that lets you jump that isn't A. This is A by default. If you keep it as A, you have to lift your right thumb off of your thumbstick to hit the jump button. You need a jump button that keeps your thumbs on both sticks. If you take them off, you're going to be jumping like this. You're not moving, you're just jumping to jump. And then you're hitting whatever the ability is you want to do. You need to be able to jump and strafe like this, and you need to be able to jump and aim like this at the same time. Especially with Venom, because you're going to be doing this downward aim, tracking the head, trying to get headshots because they're huge with his tentacles. So you need to be able to jump, move, and aim at the same time. That's how you do that. You need to have a bind for your jump that isn't taking your thumbs off of the thumbsticks. Other than that, other people are asking for my other settings. Let's go through my display really quickly, just so you guys are wondering when I'm running. Here's my audio. Input device, I use voice meter. If you stream and you don't want to buy an external audio setup, I recommend it. I'll go into that in some other video. It has nothing to do with the Marvel Rivals. My UI, communication settings. They even push to talk for controller? That's gas. I did not know that. I need to set that up. General cursor sensitivity 135 feels pretty good for me. Never in the menu. It's not like Apex where you need a custom cursor setting. Here are my social, other, accessibility. Here are my colors for all the things that you see on screen. Colorblind mode, normal. And those are all of my settings. I hope this has been helpful. A lot of you need to stop playing so much DPS and try some tanks out. And I think Venom's a fantastic option, especially in the lower ranks and in pubs. If you're playing pubs and quick play, Venom is so much fun to play. If you already have two people insta-locked for DPS and you want to play DPS role, pick up Venom and just wreak havoc. He scratches that same itch for me. I think he's a really good middle ground. And then later you can play like a Cap or a Thor or a Doctor Strange when you actually want to play the role of a tank. But Venom's a good introduction to the high health full, stay near your healers and soak up damage play style. He's a good introductory. It's like a Punisher. He's the Punisher of tanks. And if you want to get used to DPS, the beginner DPS hero is the Punisher because he's easier to learn, easy to play. That's the same for Venom here, but you just got to get those swing and crawl settings right, and then which you want to have good, right? Because there are some benefits to watching our man crawl. But if this was helpful, let me know in the comments. If you want to see another hero, let me know down there as well. That's how I choose who I do. Got a lot of Venom votes. Also, I know you guys want to see Luna Snow. She's coming next, okay? I promise. She has by far the most votes now. So if you want to see another hero next, after the Luna Snow video that's coming, let me know in the comments. Every comment is a vote, and then we'll get their heroes there. Now, if you want a general settings, again, like I referenced before, I already made that video, which is the one right before this video. And if you appreciate this style of content, like and subscribe. I uploaded some gameplay footage of me playing ranked with these characters. It's doing pretty well as a video. If you want to see more videos of me playing gameplay, like how I do in ranked, my strategies. If you just want to see how I play, just to see if I'm a credible source for you to change your settings, if I'm good enough, let me know if you want to see that, because I'd be interested in posting gameplay and you know, little controller review stuff, anything you want to see out of me. But you know, let me know in the comments if this helped. Thank you for clicking on the video. Appreciate the support. I will see you all in the next one.